crowded. Lots of people here. 30 minutes before the show. I rode in on my scooter and I sat right down here by myself. And it's great. Check back.
Are you certain of your sensor readings? Definitely a space vessel of some type. Origin? Unknown. Could hardly be an Earth ship. There have been no flights into this sector for years.
I'm picking up a signal, sir. Captain, that's the old Morse code call signal.
Thank you.
CQ.
We're reading it, Lieutenant. I thought you said this couldn't possibly be an Earth vessel. I fail to understand why it always gives you such pleasure to see me proven wrong. An emotional Earth weakness of mine. There it is. An old Earth vessel, similar to the DY-500 class. Much older. DY-100 class, to be exact. Captain, the last such vessel was built centuries ago, back in the 1990s. Then it's a derelict. Its signal left on automatic. Or an old Earth ship being used by aliens. Weapon status.
Deflector shields on maximum. Phases non-stop.
Bioscanners report.
Life science bioscanners are picking up heartbeats from over there. Can't be human, though. They're too faint and average only 4 beats per minute.
Sensor reading, Captain. Some sort of equipment functioning on that vessel. All decks go to full alert. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new light and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Alien bodies, Bones?
Could be. There's no sign of breathing or other form of respiration.
Whole surface is pitted with meteor scars. However, scanners do pick up a name. SS Botany Bay. Then you can check the registry. No such vessel listed. Records of that period are fragmentary, however. The mid-1990s was the era of your last so-called World War.
The eugenics wars.
Of course. Your attempts to improve the race through selective breeding.
Oh, now wait a minute, Mr. Spock. Not our attempt. A group of ambitious scientists. I'm sure you know the type devoted to
Doctor,
logic.
I can hardly be...
All
right. As you were. Rig for tractor beam, Helm. Lock onto that vessel.
Rigging for tractor beam, sir.
The bridge is yours, Mr. Spock. Care to join the landing party, Doctor?
Well, if you're actually giving me a choice...
I'm not. And I'll need somebody familiar with the late 20th century Earth. Here's a chance for that historian to do something for a change. What's her name? McGivers? Come on, Lieutenant,
MacGyver, sir.
Energize!
giant uptight mechanism, sir. 20th century vessel. Old type atomic power. Bulky. Solid. I think they used to call them transistor units. I'd love to settle this baby apart.
Captain, it's a sleeper ship.
Suspended animation.
I've seen old photographs of this. Necessary because of the time involved in space travel until about the year 2018. It took years just to travel from one planet to another.
Is it possible they're still alive after centuries of travel?
It's theoretically possible. I've never heard it being tested for this long a period.
What a handsome group of people!
Jim, I have a new reading. The lights must have triggered some mechanism.
Captain, look here.
Scotty?
Beats me what's happening.
We've triggered something, all right. His heartbeat's increasing. Now passing 8 beats per minute. There is some form of respiration beginning.
This one was probably programmed the triggers first.
Well, could he be the leader? The leader. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir. The leader was often set to revive first. This would allow him to decide whether conditions warranted revival of the others.
Heartbeat now approaching 40 per minute. The respiration pattern is firming up.
From the northern India area, I'd guess. Probably a Sikh. They were the most fantastic warriors.
Heartbeat now 52 and increasing.
The others?
There's no change, and they're mixed types. Western, Mid-European, Latin, Oriental.
A man from the 20th century coming alive.
Maybe heartbeat dropping.
Circuit shorting.
Probably some dust.
Heartbeat now 30, dropping fast. It's a heart flutter. He's dying.
Do something, Captain.
Can we?
Take it out to figure it out.
What happens if we get him out of there?
He'll die in seconds if we don't.
How long have you been sleeping? 2 centuries, we estimate. Landing party to Enterprise, come in.
Go ahead, boarding party. We read you.
Lock on to McCoy's beam. He's transporting back with a casualty we discovered here.
Magnificent.
Captain's log supplementary. Alongside the SS Botany Bay for 10 hours now. A boarding party of medical and engineering specialists are now completing their examination of the mysterious vessel. Attempts to revive other sleepers await a success or failure with a casualty already beamed over. Dr. McCoy is frankly amazed at his physical and recuperative power. Kirk to boarding party.
Go, Tanner.
Scotty, any records, logbooks of any kind?
Negative, Captain. It appears that it's suspended animation on the ship to go.
How many alive?
12 units no function, leaving 72 still operating. 30 of those are women.
Kirk out. 72 alive. A group of people dating back to the 1990s. A discovery of some importance, Mr. Spock. There are a great many unanswered questions about those years.
A strange, violent period in your history.
Find no record whatsoever of an SS Botany Bay.
Captain, the DY-100 class vessel was designed for interplanetary travel only. With simple nuclear-powered engines, star travel was considered impractical at that time. It was 10,000 to 1 against their making it to another star system. And why no record of that trip?
Oh, Botany Bay. That was the name of a penal colony on the shores of Australia, wasn't it? If they took that name for their
If
vessel...
you're suggesting this was a penal deportation vessel, you've arrived at a totally illogical conclusion. Your Earth was on the verge of a dark ages. Whole populations were being bombed out of existence. A group of criminals could have been dealt with far more efficiently than wasting one of their most advanced spaceships.
Yes, well, So much for my theory. I'm still waiting to hear yours. Even a theory requires some facts, Captain. So far, I have none. And that irritates you, Mr. Spock. Irritation? Yeah. I am not capable of that emotion. My apologies, Mr. Spock. You sense some danger in them. Insufficient facts always invite danger, Captain. Then we better get some facts. Rig for towing.
Aye, aye, sir.
Make course for Starbase 12. Aye, sir.
That'll be all.
Bones?
He'll live.
My compliments.
No, I'm good, but not that good. There's something in this man that refuses to accept death. Look at that. Even as he is now, his heart valve action has twice the power of yours or mine. Lung efficiency is 50% better.
An improved breed of human. That's what the eugenics war was all about.
I'd estimate he could lift us both with one arm. It'd be interesting to see if his brain matches his body.
Doctor, will he live?
It appears he will, Lieutenant.
I'd like to talk to you. If I were to rate your performance as member of the landing party today...
I know, sir. I'm sorry.
Lieutenant, at any one time, the safety of this entire vessel might depend on the performance of a single crewman. And the fact that you find a man strangely compelling to you personally...
Not personally, Captain. Professionally. My profession is historian. And when I find a specimen from the past alive, I'm in the sheer delight of examining his mind.
And men were more adventuresome then. Bolder. More colorful.
Yes, sir, I think they were.
Good. If I can have honesty, it's easier to overlook mistakes. That's all.
Yes, sir.
It's a pity you wasted your life on command, Jim. You'd have made a fair psychologist.
Fair.
Sick Bay to lab. Anything new on those bios?
They all came out fine, Doctor.
Good. McCoy out. Will either choke me or cut my throat. Make up your mind.
I thought I dreamed hearing it. Where am I?
You're in bed, holding a knife at your doctor's throat.
Answer my question.
It would be most effective if you would cut the carotid artery, just under the left ear.
I like a brave man.
I was simply trying to avoid an argument.
Remember the voice. Did I hear it say I had been sleeping for 2 centuries?
That is correct.
Where is your captain? I have many questions.
I have a patient here with many questions, Captain.
On my way.
James Kirk, commanding the Starship Enterprise.
I see.
And your name?
I have a few questions first. What is your heading?
Our heading is Starbase 12, a planet in the Gamma 400 star system. Our command base is in this sector. Is that of any use to you?
And my people?
72 of your life support canisters are still functioning.
You will revive them.
As soon as we reach Starbase 12.
I see.
And now?
Khan is my name.
Just Khan. Nothing else.
Khan.
What was the exact date of your liftoff? We know it was sometime in the early 1990s, but our records...
I find myself growing fatigued. May we continue this questioning another
The
time?
facts I need, Mr. Khan, will take very little time. For example, the nature of your expedition.
Jim, a little later might be better.
Captain, I wonder if I could have something to read during my convalescence. I was once an engineer of sorts. I would be most interested in studying the technical manuals on your vessel.
Yes, I understand. You have 200 years of catching up to do.
Precisely.
They're available to any patient on the viewing screen. Dr. McCoy can show you how to tie into the library tapes.
Thank you, Captain. You are very cooperative.
Is not what I expected of a 20th century man. I note he's been making considerable use of our technical library. Common courtesy, Mr. Spock. He'll spend the rest of his days in our time. It's only decent to help him catch up. Would you estimate him to be a product of selective breeding? There is that possibility, Captain. His age would be correct. In 1993, a group of these young supermen did seize power simultaneously in over 40 nations. Well, they were hardly supermen. They were aggressive, arrogant. But they began to battle among themselves because the scientists overlooked one fact. Superior ability breeds superior ambition. Interesting, if true. They created a group of Alexanders, Napoleons. I've collected some names and made some counts. By my estimate, there were some 80 or 90 of these young supermen still unaccounted for when they were finally defeated. That fact isn't in the history texts. Would you reveal to war-weary populations that some 80 Napoleons might still be alive?
Marla McIvers.
Yes,
I am told you participated in my rebirth.
in a small way.
I've been reading up on starships, but they have one luxury not mentioned in the manuals.
I don't understand.
A beautiful woman. My name is Khan. Please, sit and entertain me.
I'd like some information on your ship, its purpose, and...
And why do you wear your hair in such an uncomplimentary fashion?
It's comfortable.
But it's not attractive. There. Soft, natural, simple.
Mr. Khan, I'm here on business.
You find no pleasure here?
My interest is scientific. Men of, that is, the world of the past. I'm sure you understand to actually talk to a man of your century is...
There. Simple, soft. Please, remember.
Perhaps some other time, when you feel more like talking about the past.
I'm glad you came. Please, do it again.
Are we expecting a fleet, Admiral, for dinner?
Lieutenant MacGyver's idea to introduce Khan to our century. Just how attracted to him is she?
Well, there aren't any regulations against romance, Jim.
My curiosity's official, not personal, Bones.
Well, he has a magnetism. Almost electric. You felt it. With the past.
Thank you. I hoped you might guide me to our dinner engagement. Very good. Fine technique.
It's a gladiator named Flavius. He once...
And you rearranged your hair for me. Excellent. All bold men from the past. Richard, Leif Erikson, Napoleon. A hobby of yours. Such men. I am honored. Thank you. But I caution you, such men dare take what they want.
Forgive my curiosity, Mr. Khan, but my crew is anxious to know more about your extraordinary journey.
And how you managed to keep it out of the history books.
Adventure, Captain. Adventure. There was little else left on Earth.
There was the war to end tyranny. Many considered that a noble effort.
Tyranny, sir. Or an attempt to unify humanity.
Unified, sir. Like a team of animals under one whip.
I know something of those years, remember. It was a time of great dreams, of great aspiration.
Under dozens of petty dictatorships.
One man would have rule eventually, as Rome under Caesar. Think of its accomplishments.
Then your sympathies were with...
You are an excellent tactician, Captain. You let your second-in-command attack while you sit and watch for weakness.
You have the tendency to express ideas in military terms, Mr. Khan. This is a social occasion.
It has been said that social occasions are only warfare concealed. Many preferred more honest, more open.
You fled. Why were you afraid?
I have never been afraid.
But you left at the very time mankind needed courage.
We offered the world order.
We.
Excellent. Excellent. But if If you will excuse me, gentlemen and ladies, I grow fatigued. With your permission, Captain, I will return to my quarters. Forgive me, Captain. I was lost in thought. My door locked from outside. A guard posted.
Unusual treatment for Khan Noonien Singh.
Excellent. You identified me with your computer system, I imagine?
I'd like those answers now. First, the purpose of your starflight.
A new life, a chance to build a world, other things I doubt you'd understand.
Why? Because I'm not a product of controlled genetics?
Captain, although your abilities intrigue me, you are quite honestly inferior. Mentally, physically. In fact, I am surprised at how little improvement there has been in human evolution. Oh, there has been technical advancement, but how little man himself has changed. Yes, it appears we will do well in your century. Captain, do you have any other questions?
Thank you. They've all been answered.
Otto! Joaquin! The trip is over. The battle begins again. Only this time, it's not a world we win. It's the universe. Cut.
We're on course, sir. Warp factor 2. Maintain. Bridge.
Captain, security here. Khan's escaped.
Sound security alert.
Security alert, Captain. Communication channels are down, Captain.
Turbo elevators inoperative. Jams, Captain.
Atmospheric controls cut off. Useless. They're on override in engineering.
Engineering! Scotty, this is the bridge.
He's not able to answer you at the moment, Captain. Your ship is mine. I've cut up the life support system to your bridge and jammed up your exit routes. I am willing to negotiate.
Flood all decks with neural gas.
Impossible. Intruder control systems inoperative. Mr. Khan was very thorough in his study of our technical manual.
Contact Starbase 12.
All channels are totally down, Captain.
Brilliant. Every contingency anticipated.
Your air should be getting quite thin by now. Do you surrender the bridge?
Negative.
Academic Captain, refuse and every person on the bridge will suffocate.
Stardate 3142.8. They have my ship. Discarding their own worthless vessel. Only moments of air left on the bridge now. Commendations recommended for Lieutenant Uhura, Technicians First Class Thule, and Harrison, Lieutenant Spinelli, and of course, Mr. Spock. I take full responsibility. I take full.
Nothing ever changes, except man. Your technical accomplishments improve a mechanical device and you may double productivity. But improve a man and you gain 1,000-fold. I am such a man. Join me. I'll treat you well. I need your training to operate a vessel this complex.
Where is Captain Kirk?
I see now I made one serious error. You are the communications officer. Engage the view screen, please. I should have realized that suffocating together on the bridge would create heroic camaraderie among you. It is quite a different thing to see it happening to someone else. Engage the view screen. I'm sure you recognize your medical decompression chamber, Doctor, and the meaning of that indicator. If you join me, Mr. Spock, I will save his life. My vessel was useless. I need you and yours to select a colony planet. One with a population willing to be led by us.
To be conquered by you, a starship would make that most simple, wouldn't it?
Each of you in turn will go there. Die while the others watch.
Khan, there's no reason I must watch this, is there?
But I hoped you would be stronger. If any one of you joins me, anyone, I'll let him live. It's so useless. We've lost the channel.
How do I regain picture?
It does not matter. The captain is dead. Take Mr. Spock next.
Khan said to watch him very closely. He may decide to cooperate. I've saved your life. Now please, don't kill him.
Surprised to see you, Captain, though pleased.
I'm a little pleased myself.
Paul is holding our staff in the briefing room. His men have control of the ship.
Our only chance is the intruder control circuit, although he's cut it off at the bridge.
There's a relay junction down the corridor.
Gas all decks but this one.
Rodriguez, Lee, McPherson, anyone, report status.
Cook here!
Anesthesia captain, all decks except engineering. Someone just closed that line. Captain, acknowledge. Unable to flood engineering section. I suspect...
This is Scott. I'm ready for the engineering section. I'll pull the keys.
Negative. We must retake the vessel while the anesthesia lasts. Meet me in the armory. I'm blowing it clear first. Box out.
I understood your manuals. That's an overload in progress. Your ship flares up like an exploding sun in minutes. I have five times your strength. You're no match for me.
Thank you.
Start at 3143.3. Control of the Enterprise has been regained. I wish my next decisions were no more difficult. Khan and his people. What a waste to put them in a reorientation center. And what do I do about MacGyvers?
Record tape's ready and engaged, Captain.
This hearing is now in session. Under the authority vested in me by Starfleet Command, I hereby declare that all charges and specifications in this matter have been dropped.
Jim, agreed, you have the authority,
Mr.
but...
Spock, our heading takes us near the city Alpha star system.
Quite correct, Captain. Planet number 5 there is habitable, although a bit savage, somewhat inhospitable.
But no more than Australia's Botany Bay colony was at the beginning. Those men went on to tame a continent, Mr. Khan. Can you tame a world?
Have you ever read Milton, Captain?
Yes, I understand. Lieutenant Marla MacGyvers, given the choice of court-martial or accompanying them there?
It will be difficult. A struggle at first to even stay alive. To find food.
I'll go with him, sir.
A superior woman. I'll take her. I've gotten something else I wanted. A world to win. An empire to build.
This hearing is closed.
It's a shame for a good Scotsman to admit, but not up on Milton.
The statement Lucifer made before he fell into the pit. It is better to rule in hell than to serve in heaven.
It would be interesting, Captain, to return to that planet in 100 years' time, and to learn what crop has sprung from the seed you have planted today.
Yes, Mr. Spock. It would indeed. And supporting us, and I thank you so much for all the enthusiasm you've given us this summer. It has been an incredible journey. Please, this was our last performance for this summer. However, on August 29th at McMenamin's Baghdad Theater and Pub, we will be hosting a very special screening of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. We will be performing this episode on a stage one time right before the movie. So you get two parties. But thank you again for coming. If you can't join us at the Baghdad, that's okay, because next summer, the voyage continues. Captain's log. Stardate unknown. I command an enterprise where assassination of superiors is a common means of advancing in rank.
No one will question the assassination of a captain who has disobeyed prime orders of the Empire.
You must know what you're doing.
If we're here, what do you think our counterparts are doing back in our universe?
Fuck! Get these men off me!
Fuck! Whatever your game is, I'll play it.
Our minds are merging, Doctor. My orders are to kill you and to proceed against the Hawkins as the new captain of the Enterprise. See you next summer.
Thank you. He loves Kong, he loves the bad guy. I don't think he knows what to make of seeing you on the flag. It's okay.